Hello, I'm Faye. I'm the Deputy Director for the Southeast Network for Social Sciences, and I'm here joined by Faye Whiley at the School of Anthropology and Conservation at the University of Kent, and we will be talking about her project and placements. So, Faye, tell us a bit about your project.
So my project is looking at the sustainability of a Eurasian lynx reintroduction into Scotland. So it's quite an interdisciplinary project, and it'll combine social, environmental and economic aspects of a lynx reintroduction and see if it would be feasible in the long term.
So was the placement something that you have thought from the very beginning of your project, or was it an opportunity that came along at the next stage?
It was an opportunity that came along as I was starting to read around my topic. It became clear to me that it would be very beneficial to go to somewhere that's already living alongside large carnivores and see it in practice.
So what was the organization that hosted your project?
So it's the Slovak Wildlife Society, and I spent 3 weeks with them in the Tatra Mountains in Slovakia.
Have they provided any training for you?
Yeah, so the first couple of days we were taught how to use the equipment, so the GPS. It was important to know the locations of where we were collecting genetic samples, and these were going to be sent off to be analysed. So we were also taught how to collect them appropriately for the best analysis.
Working with wildlife can actually be a very challenging experience. So what has been the most challenging part of your placement?
I'd say the most challenging was it was very physically tiring. So we would have a 6 a.m. start, breakfast out by 7, and then we'd be walking about 12 to 18 kilometres a day. And in the second week we had quite a lot of snow, so it was like 85 centimetres deep. So yeah, that was really hard to walk through. It really takes it out of you, I think.
At the same time, I imagine, looking at that wildlife flourishing, having a real sense of helping the environment can be a very rewarding experience. So what has been the highlight?
I had so many highlights, so it's really difficult kind of to narrow it down, but it was just, I think, networking with a great team. Like, it was in really difficult conditions at times, but everybody just really got on and persevered and helped each other out. And then just, for me, broadening kind of my perspective, seeing things in person. I just found it all rewarding.
So, you were out of the academic environment, you worked with an organization, you've applied the knowledge from your project. Have you developed any skills throughout that placement?
Yeah, I'd say that my cultural knowledge has definitely expanded, and the importance of the context, I think, was really highlighted to me. So, cultural knowledge and teamwork skills as well. I think they were improved, having to work together and helping carrying equipment and things like that. So.
Has there been any changes? Anything you thought, well, now that I've got the placement, I should have done that differently, I will be doing it differently?
So I think after the placement and understanding more into the kind of social issues with living alongside these large carnivores, it really helped me think how I was going to structure my interviews, my own research, and it made me take a different approach than I thought I was going to take. So I very much took an unstructured approach because it highlighted to me how people do want to be listened to and appreciate their voices being heard. It followed nicely because then I started my field work, so it was perfectly timed.
Thank you very much, Faye. So, if you're a doctoral researcher interested to engage with external organizations, interested in doing a placement that can give you an extension to your PhD, to go and work for a real organization, have impact, engagement, and perhaps look at the way your research is implemented in practice and changes practice, get in touch with us at SeNSS.